Woo! And what's up guys, it's Stu TV dropping another video for you, and in today's video we have to look at some stuff on the Skxtes. Ignore this really bright light. I'm not working with the best lighting in this garage and it's cold outside now all of a sudden, so we have insulated pants on. So yeah, this is gonna be so much fun. So if you guys have been keeping up with my videos, you've been noticing that I'm always talking about a misfiring issue. Misfires. It has something to do with evap. Don't mind me right now. I'm just warming my hands on the downpipe. My wastegate actuator arm isn't correctly adjusted, so that's what we're gonna be digging into today. Sneaky, my tuner says it's supposed to be running a voltage of 3.5 to 3.6, but it's running 4. Basically, I'm just sitting here and waiting for that downpipe to cool down because I'm probably gonna have to take it off to access the actuator arm. Let me just say, it was a lot easier being external wastegate on the Subaru. I would have just had to jack this up, slide under, and it didn't have an actuator arm actually. The wastegate door was actually welded shut inside of the turbo. Forgot about that part. Bear with me here guys, this is my third YouTube video of the day. I finished editing the Miata one this morning, and then I edited the 10K one today. Reporting to you live. I don't know if we're pointing out things that we're dissatisfied with, but I am quite dissatisfied with this intake. I've had it for about a year or two. Why is it all rust? Did they not take the time to paint the thing? Because it looked disgusting.
This pivot point on the wastegate.
I don't really know what I'm doing. So we're gonna go downstairs and look at my IS-20. It's a boy. And then we could discover how to adjust the wastegate arm. I wonder if you have to do this electronically. This is so lovely. Get over here. Okay, we found a turbo. This is what we're trying to find on the turbo that's installed in the car now. So this would actually be oriented like this on the car, or if we're looking at it. Manifold, hot side, cold side, snorkel, turbine, and we have to somehow reach past the downpipe here, firewall right here. So we have to reach past the downpipe firewall, somehow connect to this little guy right here. Wait, don't do that. Don't touch that. I just discovered after reading into the email more that you adjust wastegate adaptation through your access port. So I don't know, let's go look. I'm so confused. Alright guys, it's dark as hell in here, so I'm gonna do this real quick and I'm gonna let you know how it goes. Okay, apparently we successfully adjusted the wastegate adaptation. So we have to cycle the ignition before starting the vehicle. We're actually not gonna start it yet. We're gonna pull up OBD11 on here, and I'm gonna hit you guys back up when I connect the car. Alright, we got it loaded up right now. It's really low because it's high idle, trying to warm up. So we're gonna let the car warm up, and it should say like 3.5, 3.6. I think. So obviously it still reads 4, as you can see. I don't really know what I'm looking at, so I'm gonna try to see if it reads correctly on a different scanner. There's multiple scanners I can select. I just don't know if I'm on the right one. So I reset the wastegate adaptation, and I also reset my, I think it was called clutch grab points or something like that. I calibrated them, and then my transmission made a really loud clunk. Even the cob told me it was gonna make noise, but it made a loud clunk, and then a transmission code came on, so I cleared the code. So we're gonna go drive and see if my transmission still works, and we're gonna see if the adaptation did anything to help the car. I'm a bad mechanic. All right, so currently I'm reflashing the EQT DSG map. And then I just read a forum saying that the code popped. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
What kind of technical difficulties are you having?
So I did the clutch point learn thing, and I read on the forums it throws a code afterward, and then you have to set it to like the default DSG mode, and then I guess I have to flash my map back on after that, but I just learned that, so I'm waiting for my map to flash back, but then I have to set it to the default and then do it again.
Where are you at?
My house.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna make us late.
Late for what? Alright, so I just did like 900 different things with my transmission, but it's currently not throwing a code. We're gonna see what happens. I'll let you know if anything happens. Okay, I put a bunk ass battery in my camera so it keeps dying, but the car's good. Car's good. I don't know where I'm gonna pick up next, but yeah. And we're back. I don't know where I left off yesterday, but if you guys know anything about how to change the wastegate adaptation through cob or OBD11, let me know, because I don't know what I'm doing with that. I literally thought you had to do it manually, but that's not how you do it at all. But in other news, we have our brakes here today, so we can finally take these crusty things off and slap these bad boys on. Obviously, that's only if they fit. Since I have an Audi A3, but this is the S-Line model, it actually means that I have Golf R and S3 brakes and rotors. I think, because I asked the Facebook group for like MQB platform, half of the people said that I needed these size brakes and rotors, which clearly didn't fit, that's why they're in a disgusting pile. And another half of the people said that I needed S3 brakes and rotors, which that's what these are, if they sent me the right thing. See, I'm not very hopeful right now. Can you guys shut up? So we're gonna rip these open real quick. Here we have the pads, some rear pads. Oh, look at these big boys. Those are substantially bigger. In case you're wondering, these are the rear rotors for the car for an S3 or an Audi A3 S-Line or a Golf R. These are for the rest. Look at the size difference here. I don't know how well you guys can tell with the bags on, but here's the top of the rotor for this one. Here's the top of the rotor for this one. Go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Whoa, fighter. Brake pads. Oh yeah, those will fit. Much bigger. Oh man, that's a big boy. So we got a mess going on right here. So we got the front brakes and rotors, and then we got rear. These pads actually look the same size that came in this kit over here. So worst case scenario, I'm gonna have an extra set of pads. That's okay, I'll save money on that next time. So I'm gonna jack the car up real quick. I'm gonna get back to you guys after I do that. I apologize guys about the super harsh sun. Should have broken loose. Did I put these on? That's insane. Light as hell, dude. I do not recommend doing it that way. Look at how terrible these are. There's a huge lip right here all around, and this is from when I hit it with a hammer, but as you can see, that is all rubbed flat now. So I think it's time for these to go. Brake pads look like they probably have about 1/4 inch left at most. All right, so we have our caliper hanger. We have our size 21. We're gonna go ahead and get this caliper off here. I'm gonna get this caliper off here, take the pads out, hang it up, get this rotor off here. Where do we hang it? It's always fun trying to find somewhere to hang this because I don't have OEM suspension. Alright, so I got the pads off. This is how much we were working with. That shit is metal. Time to get this rotor off. I wasn't recording, but I literally just pulled the rotor off really hard and it came off. We're gonna see if we can find a wire brush to clean this mess up, because you don't want to stick a rotor back on with all of this because it might not sit properly or anything like that. So we're gonna try to brush all this off. Definitely not the proper brush for this. It's actually helping more than I thought. As you can see, that is a lot better than what it was. So this one with the sensor has to go on the passenger side because that is where the brake sensor is. So I had a little bit of complication with the caliper. I had to compress it with this tool kit here. This comes in crazy good handy. This is the full setup back together. We're gonna slap the wheel back on here, and then I'm gonna go do the other side, and then I'll meet you guys back when I start doing the rears. All right, so we're on to the rear. There is basically like 0 brake pad left. Okay, it seems to be pretty straightforward, but the problem I'm gonna have is finding the correct size like Allens and stuff, because I don't have a master set of triple squares or Allen keys or anything like that. So we're basically gonna have to use whatever the fuck works. So I literally have an HW6. I need an HW7. That sucks so bad. Okay, so I found, look at that. Oh god, it's stuck in there now because it's not the correct size, but I have a 1/4, an HW1-4. So we got the caliper off, and then we have to get this carrier off, figure out what size is gonna fit in there. Yep, well it definitely looks like I'm going to the store. I gotta get an M14 hex bolt and whatever the other one was, I gotta get that too. So I guess I'll be back. Got this stuff, triple squares, some hex bits right here. Let's check this out. So right here is the M14 bolt I'm trying to get to, but since I have so much camber, there is absolutely no way for me to get that off without disconnecting the camber arm. So great. All right, I got this one put back together now. That took a little longer than expected just because I didn't know how to do it and I didn't have the tools, but I'm expecting the other side to take me like 20 minutes or so at max. So yeah, but it looks super nice. I really love how the rotors are the same color as my wheels. I just think it looks so nice. Okay, king of forgetting to film outros. Actually, in my defense, I didn't think I was done recording that video, but I got to the editing and I was like, yeah, this is long enough. That video was a little boring, but it's okay because there's more to come. I'm just really broke right now. I'm not sure what to do. So you guys should comment what you want to see. If you want to see more Stu vs. the World videos, or you want to see more content like this, drop a comment below and tell me what you want to see. But that is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're commenting, liking, subscribing, turn on post notifications, all that stuff. If you need dope car pro, just wait on it. I still didn't ask Serge when to drop. That should happen soon, I think. But again, that is the end of the video. Peace out. Have a good day. And as always, don't get overwhelmed.